Hey guys, what's going on, man? It's the real Big Jeff, and man, I wanted to make a video real quick. Well, it might not be a quick video because there's a lot of stuff that I want to say about this subject here. But I watched a YouTube video yesterday. It's called Tony Romo, the Odyssey, and this video, man, is about 16 minutes long. All right, and it basically goes through the career of Tony Romo so far. And man, you know, way back in the day when Tony Romo took over for Drew Bledsoe on that New York Giant game, all right, I was always, or I was never a fan of Tony Romo back then. And when he came in, you know, he was an undrafted free agent, and I was like, man, who is this clown coming into the game? You know, like, you know, we've already had so many quarterbacks that have been complete garbage since Troy Aikman, okay? Since Troy Aikman left, there was never a good quarterback after that. And I was like, man, this is just going to be another guy, you know? Another garbage guy. And so I was like, man, you know, we're going to be stuck for years with some garbage guy, all right? And he came in. I mean, I think he played decent. I mean, better than Drew Bledsoe, that's for sure. But, you know, I never was a Tony Romo fan. And even back in the day, you know, like on Madden football games, the moment I picked the Cowboys to play with, I would either cut or trade Tony Romo every single time. And I would go, even back when Quincy Carter was in free agents, I'd go sign him again and leave Tony Romo out, you know? And, you know, for years, Romo, he had played decent, but I mean, he's always had them bad timing interceptions, I guess you'd say. And then, you know, as the years went on, you know, even when they had that good season where they made it to the playoffs and stuff, I still wasn't a Romo fan. You know, I was by far definitely a Cowboy fan my whole life, but I was never a Tony Romo fan. And that Seattle game where we had the chance to win the playoff game, all right, and move on. When he fumbled that snap, man, I almost lost it. And I was like, we've got to get this guy out of here because he's nothing but a mistake. You know? I was like, we've got to get this guy out of here. And even, you know, back whenever Michael Vick was coming out of prison, I was like, man, let's cut this Romo guy and let's go get Vick. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else but this guy. And man, after watching this video, man, I have to tell you, man, I was completely wrong about Romo. Alright? These past probably 3 years, at the beginning of the year, I've been trying to give him chances. I was like, you know what? This year, I'm going to start a fresh slate. We'll give Romo a chance. And let's go with him. We'll ride with him. Because he's obviously going to be our quarterback, you know, so let's ride with him. And then he's been injured, or, you know, they had them bad games when they could have went to the playoffs in the last week of the year, things like that. But finally this year, we're able to see the Tony Romo that he is. This is the Tony Romo, and this is one of the greatest Cowboys quarterbacks of all time. You see what I'm saying? The thing is that now what I know, now what I can say now that I know this about Tony Romo, all right, versus the past Tony Romo, is that he has a decent team around him now. In the past, as good as we thought we were, you know, all the hype about the Cowboys and all that, that was all Tony Romo. All Tony Romo. He put them on his back. The entire team that year, they went, what, 13-3 or whatever it was. That was Tony Romo. You see what I'm saying? Any chance we've had to even get in the playoffs has been Tony Romo. He's had to carry this team for years by himself. You know, if we didn't have this guy, the years that we were 8-8 or whatever, I'm telling you right now, we would have had first overall draft pick a few times. You see what I'm saying? So, my thing is looking back now, watching this video, man, I got like emotion. I'm not gonna lie. Watching this video, because I was like, watching these highlights, and I was like, man, you know what? I remember them games. And I remember talking trash about Romo. You know? I was like, I remember saying this guy's garbage. But what I didn't realize and what I wasn't thinking about is that this guy was the only thing holding this team together. And at least being as decent as they were. You see what I'm saying? He was the only thing. And man, this guy, you know, there's been multiple times that this guy's proved his toughness for this team and this organization. You see what I'm saying? You know, he broke his collarbone, and the first thing he asked is, was the pass complete? He didn't care. He had a broken collarbone, and he still wanted to come in the game. You know? That type of heart, man, oh my God, you cannot train that. And that's dedication for your team. That's loyalty to your team, to your fans. This guy wants to win. And in the past, the mistakes he's made is because he's trying to do everything he can by himself to get the win. And at the time, we all were there, and we were like, man, this guy, you know, he's losing the games for us. But we wouldn't even have been in the game without him. You see what I'm saying? We would have already been out of the game. So to even be able to have a chance was all Tony Romo. And man, I want you guys to watch this video. The link will be in the description. But I want you guys to watch this video, man. And I want you guys to tell me what you think. And if you get emotional, so what? Because I did. Because I was wrong about this guy, man. I was wrong. All them years I hated on him, I was wrong about this guy. This guy wanted what was best for this team. And he put his butt on the line. Every game, running for his life. Getting injured. Because the offensive line wasn't blocking. The guy's taking shots left and right. You know what I'm saying? This guy deserves a championship, man. And the team that they got right now, this is going to be his best shot so far. I'm telling you, by far. Alright. Now, after saying all that, there is one thing that I wanted to say to Tony Romo. So, if anybody out there that watches this video knows Tony Romo, knows someone who knows Tony Romo, knows someone who knows someone who knows someone who knows someone who knows Tony Romo, let him see this video, man. And let him see what I'm about to say to him. Tony Romo, I'm sorry, man. Because I evaluated you wrong. I wasn't behind your back in the day. And I didn't support you, man. And so I'm sorry. And I appreciate everything that you've done for us. The fans, the organization. I appreciate it very much. And you showed me heart, determination, all that stuff. That you can't train anybody. You did that. So thank you, man. Thank you for all the years, all the injuries, everything. Alright, man. Well, anyway, hey, this is the Cowboys years, man. And Romo's going to lead us to championship, I'm telling you. Alright? We'll see y'all, man.